Hello, welcome to this guided meditation. Today we'll be practicing some visualization techniques using nature imagery and progressive muscle relaxation. If you have any phobias regarding trees or plants or earth, or if you have any current injuries or chronic injuries, or chronic health conditions that cause you pain in your muscles or make it difficult to breathe, you may not want to do this meditation and you may want to consult with your doctor about those issues. You should also know that meditation is not a substitute for health or seeing a doctor. So if you have a chronic difficulty with going to sleep, with anxiety or depression, or with any other mental or physical health condition, you should please see a doctor and use meditation more as a supplement to your current healthy regime rather than a substitute for other health regimes. Please feel free to pause this video if it goes too quickly for your pace, or if you feel any pain or discomfort. Make sure to go at a pace that is comfortable for you. Okay, so let's get started. First, find a comfortable spot. Now, this is a meditation that I like to do before I go to sleep. So I like to do this meditation lying down, but you don't have to lie down to do this meditation. You can do this sitting in a very comfortable chair. Found a comfortable spot? Okay, let's go. Now, you'll need to close your eyes. The rest of this meditation will be audio only. Okay, so first we're going to practice deep breathing. What you're going to do is you're going to breathe in for 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, then breathe out for 3 seconds. And then we'll move to just breathing out, in and out, slowly without holding. So, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3. And now breathe out, 2, 3. Make sure when you're breathing in, you can really feel your chest expand. And breathe in, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. One more time. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Now continue to breathe slowly, but no longer have to hold your breath in the middle. So just breathe in, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. So now that your breathing is slower, I'd like you to imagine you're inside a forest. You're sitting or lying down on the forest floor. You are surrounded by many strong trees that reach their tree trunks into the sky and form a thick canopy of leaves above your head. The sun is trickling through these leaves and dapples on the ground and on your skin. You want to reach up to join the other trees to get the sunlight, but to do that, you're going to need to rest and grow. So focus on your toes. Clench them tightly. Go ahead, squeeze them. Keep squeezing. As you're squeezing your toes, imagine that you're squeezing out the stress of your day out of your toes and into the ground. Keep squeezing. Now release. And as you are now released, imagine that there are roots coming out of your toes and into the ground. and they are taking up nutrients into your body through the roots. Now clench your whole feet. Just clench the muscles in your feet. Now imagine that as you're clenching your feet and the muscles in your feet, you're squeezing out the stress of your day, and you are splashing the stress out onto the ground. Keep squeezing and release. Now that you have released, imagine there are roots coming out of your feet and into the ground, and those roots will suck out joy into the ground, and you will feel that joy circling around your heart. Now squeeze your calves, the muscles in your calves, and hold. Now, as you're holding the muscles of your calves, just imagine you're squeezing out something that made you angry. Just squeeze it out of your calves. Let it splash onto the earth and feed the earth. Now you have let that anger go and release. Now that you've released, imagine that your calves are springing roots, and they go into the ground, and they take out calmness and nurturing out of the ground and into your body to soothe you. Now clench your thigh muscles and hold. As you're clenching these muscles, squeeze out any insecurity that you've been having. So whether that insecurity has been about something you've been doing recently, or about your body, or about anything else, just squeeze it out and let it ring out of your body and into the ground. Keep squeezing and release. Now imagine roots coming out of your calf muscles or out of your thigh muscles into the ground, and you're pulling love out of the ground and surrounding that insecurity that you had with love instead. And imagine you are surrounding that thing that you're insecure about with love for yourself. With all the stress and this anger that you've been feeding into the ground, you begin to become a tree. You're now growing up into the sky. You start to stretch. This tree that you're becoming is starting to stretch upwards towards that canopy of leaves above you. But we've got more negative energy to squeeze out and positive energy to collect. So clench the muscles of your glutes and your bottom. Just squeeze those muscles. Hold them tight. Imagine all of the fears that you've been having about something in your life right now. Imagine you're squeezing out those fears and letting them splash out of your body and into the ground. Keep squeezing and release. As you release, there are now roots coming out of your muscles in your bottom, and the tree that you're starting to become stretches upwards and reaches towards the sky. Now imagine focus on the muscles in your stomach. Squeeze them tight. Squeeze out any anxiety that you've been carrying with you recently, some nervousness. Let that nervousness go out of your body as you squeeze your abs together. Squeeze it out. Squeeze that anxiety and put it into the ground. Now release. Imagine roots coming out of your stomach and into the ground, and where you used to carry anxiety, now take out hope out of the ground. A belief that a better world is possible. Feel that tree that has started to grow out of you get a little bit taller, get a little bit closer to the sun. Now let's focus on your hands. Clench them. That you're squeezing out stress from your day. You're squeezing it and letting that stress out into the ground. Keep squeezing. Now release. And now your hands are now letting roots come out of your hands and into the ground, and taking out calmness out of the ground and letting that calmness surround your hands and the rest of your body. Now bend your arms at the elbow and flex your biceps. Squeeze those biceps. And as you're flexing and squeezing, imagine squeezing out fear that you've had. Let that fear that you've had about the current events, just let it go into the ground. Squeeze it out of your arms and let it splash onto the ground. Keep squeezing. Now release and extend your arms. And imagine roots coming out of your arms and into the ground, and pulling out of the ground love for yourself, and love for every person around you, and love for humanity. And feel that love sort of surround you and your heart, and feel that the tree that you are becoming shooting upwards towards the sky, and it's beginning to get warmer because you're getting closer to the sun. Now focus on your shoulders. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and hold. As you're squeezing, imagine that you're squeezing a heartbreak out of your body, feeding the ground. Something that really hurt you recently. Squeeze it out. Let the pain from that heartbreak out of your body as you squeeze it. Just keep squeezing and release. Now imagine there are roots coming out of your shoulders into the ground, and those roots are pulling out space for new hopes, new loves, new dreams that are not bound by past heartbreak. So you can see them, how beautiful they are and wonderful they are. Now, the tree that you have been growing is a little bit taller now. It's getting very close to the canopy and the trees. You're almost there. You're almost there. Now scrunch the muscles in your face, furrow your eyebrows, and press your lips tightly together. Imagine you are squeezing out frustrations that you've been having, frustrations about not being where you thought you would be, or not being where you want to be. Any frustrations. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze them out. Let those anxieties squeeze out of your head and into the ground. Keep holding and release. Now there are roots coming out of your head and going into the ground. And from these roots, you're taking up ideas and calmness, a very cool calmness out of the ground. The tree that is you that is growing now shoots up out of the canopy, surpasses the leaves of the other trees, and is fully in the sunlight. Feel the sun on your face, on your arms, on your legs. Imagine there are daisies growing on the ground around you, happy that they can share in the sun's energy that you are helping to give them. Breathe in, breathe out. Make sure you feel your chest expand and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. We'll end the session soon, but while we're still in this space, imagine that there is a breeze going through your branches, rustling the leaves. You can stay as a tree if you want, or you can very slowly come back to the ground and go back to being a human who's taken the lessons that you've learned from releasing all of the things that you wanted to get rid of by squeezing, and takes all of the things you have gained from letting your roots grow into the ground and go back to being who you are. Breathe in, 2, 3. Breathe out, 2, 3. Thank you for joining in this meditation today. I hope that you enjoyed this meditation. For more information about progressive muscle relaxation, see links in the description. Thank you. Bye.